how's it going, everyone?
Hey everyone, shambling_corpse here. Today, where'd the shambling corpse go?
I deleted it. I can bring it back.
Please bring it back. I need it.
So let's start with a little explanation of what the fuck the conception.
Oh my god, it's scary.
Can I just let me get out of my fucking camera for a second? I just see this horrible creature that Kay has. Oh, seeing it on the fucking. So, we're gonna have to explain the conception for this video somehow. The initial conception for this video was that we were gonna go into a dark RP, a random Gary's mod server, and record our podcast in there. However, we just spent an hour and a half in dark RP with Camilla playing dark RP in Gary's mod for the first time, and learning that dark RP is a terrible place full of terrible people.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want somebody named like Hitler to pop in on our podcast.
Yeah, and considering that that's what the chat looks like, it's like we basically would have just had to disable chat and then also hope that someone like with the most racist name in existence doesn't show up.
Yeah, we'd have to like shoot anybody who walked like within like 50 feet of us.
Yeah, which is
probably
probably
should have interviewed
safe.
Hitler. Like, I mean, like it's miraculous that he somehow survives. Right?
Yeah,
and his politics didn't change at all.
Yeah, wow, it's crazy how that works. So yeah, the original conception of this video was like, oh, it's gonna be funny to record our podcast in another server, especially when that server is dark RP. Since our topic today is we're just gonna talk about like online griefing and trolling and being a little freak online.
We've done a lot of like behaving weirdly in online spaces in public throughout our lives, and it's fun to just be weird in front of somebody else and not have them understand what you're doing.
Yeah, I think that like, so the idea for this video was born of I'm changing the camera angle while we're doing this, so ignore that. But the idea for this was kind of born of like, Kay and I have spent a lot of time like talking about, and like Kay and Camilla and I specifically have been talking about this in like Rainbow Six Siege a lot. Because like, this is a game that we play solely to find like the worst people on the internet and like confuse them. There's something really compelling about going into a game and just being like the most confusing thing you can. Holy shit, I'm insane!
Hey, good clutch.
Protect the bombs and disable the diffuser.
Sorry for stealing your ace.
Friendly disabled the diffuser. Mission successful.
It's a show, I think. But I've never watched it.
It's a show.
I think it's a show, right? Is it?
Yeah, and I think that like a place like Rainbow Six Siege is nice because people there get so mad about things that they don't like immediately understand. And when you're typing something in chat that isn't like womp womp, then people get like so scared and confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the whole conception of just being like subversive in games by being really confusing is really fun to me, because like, I don't know, there's a lot you can do in these games. Like Gary's mod is a good example of it. Going into dark RP and being really confusing, I think kind of was an awakening for me in how easy it is to be a little freak online.
Future the Crusader.
It's very artistic. Apartment, I really like it.
Apartments.
Apartment.
Oh hell.
I like it very much.
Man.
Apartment. Apartment loving. What the hell is this?
What is that?
Apartment.
is a nice apartment. I like it. Wait, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't get out. I'm blind. I can't see.
Man,
What's going on? Someone help me. I'm freaking out.
oh man. Apartments.
I've gone blind. I see yellow.
Apartments. Great.
Someone please.
Apartments.
Help.
It's always kind of like miraculous how you can get people to react so strongly just by like doing the most innocuous things like in a public game. Like like I don't know. This was like literally yesterday, but we were doing the whole sweet bone thing.
And yeah, there's, for context, like, we were just talking about stuff, and Kay said, like, just got my dog back from the vet, in like Rainbow Six Siege all chat, and then she said, yeah, he got a sweet bone, which is not a thing. Like, it sounds like a milk bone, which is like a real thing that you can have.
Yeah, just like the fact that something's so innocuous, like we just kept on repeating sweet bone after that, and then
And people
like,
got really, really mad. Like,
people got like nervous that like is this something that I don't get? Am I getting old?
yeah. It's like something about it is like puts the fear of being left out in people's brain, where like
Yeah.
they don't understand something and they have to like assert dominance over it by like recontextualizing it into something they do understand. So we get the guy who's like, sweet boner, you know what I mean? And it's like the most like low effort engagement, but he has to have some involvement in this.
See, the thing is, like, I always like find it funny when you guys talk about this because like I don't have like a background in like doing this shit. Like growing up, like I did not play a lot of like online multiplayer games. Like I had a PC growing up, and it wasn't really a PC game centric thing.
Yeah.
So I often played console games or flash games or stuff like that. So really, recently has been the only times that I've ever played multiplayer games like Rainbow or anything like that. Like I did not get screamed at in a COD lobby when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I had played some of the COD game story modes with friends before, but like never like been online doing stuff like that. So like when you guys are doing that shit in Rainbow, like I'm just rocking with it. Like I think that Rainbow. Can you stop that? What the fuck are you doing?
Are you puking on the wall?
Sorry.
Stop puking on the wall.
Misclick.
But like, I don't know. I always feel like awkward about it in Rainbow games because people are really fucking mean in Rainbow, and
Yeah.
I don't always love like being I don't know, trying to be out there in Rainbow because
Yeah.
like normally like it's funny when you do it and then you're good, but like if you're not as good at what's it like computer shooters like I am, like I did not really like play an FPS on the computer until like a couple of months ago. So
Right.
like
Yeah.
I still feel really awkward about it. Like this is my first time playing Gary's mod, and
Yeah.
like a while ago was just my first time playing a shooter on the computer. So I feel like I don't know, it's something that I just miss. Not something that I can't get up to. I still have like a lot of
Yeah.
life left. But
Yeah,
even
you're like,
still-
my life's over. I can't get into being a freak in online multiplayer games.
I
Please
can't
don't
say
rocket
sweet
launcher
bone
me.
in
Please don't rocket
R6.
launcher me. Please don't rocket launcher me right now. I don't want to have to go get the fuck back over here. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Oh, that's okay, I guess. All right, let's play. Can I? Let me break. I gotta get
Ian,
back
go-
to our recording studio over here.
He didn't call C Jack.
You took my seat.
Yeah. I
There's a
mean,
freak roaming around our set here.
Yeah, there's a freak that's really hard to control.
Seat check.
hey,
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like, the whole... This is kind of why I think that, like, doing that... No. Stop shooting me. I don't know. It's really funny because I feel like we have the breadth of experience here where, like, you have just not spent a lot of time in the online multiplayer games at all. And Kay and I think have been tortured by the breadth of freakdom. Did you, Kay, ever do like any Minecraft griefing?
I've never done like Minecraft griefing. I've behaved like weirdly in Minecraft servers,
Yeah.
just like as a joke. But I've never like broken stuff or like stolen anything, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a really great clip from Minathon 1 that I had to cut out because it was like 3 minutes of like straight just like an explanation, and it would have dragged down the pace, but I really liked it. It was just an explanation of Devon fucking griefing a server and then returning.
It's funny because I was about to basically probably tell that exact story. There was a time where I was doing Minecraft griefing with my friends, and I got this kid to give me op on his server, and then I like griefed it, he banned me, but I opt like 3 of my alts. So I came on, unbanned myself, re-opt myself, and then I kept like vanishing and disguising myself as Herobrine, and I'd like stand on like his builds and stare at him, and then as soon as he saw me, I'd vanish again like I had a keybind for it. And this kid was so paranoid about it. Like,
you literally made this kid believe in Herobrine, while all of his friends were probably like, "No, you're dumb as hell."
Literally,
like everybody knows that shit's fake.
Everyone else in his little server was like, "No, what do you mean? They removed Herobrine? Like they couldn't
Like he wasn't
see me.
not even a thing.
Yeah, like they could not see me. I just kept vanishing every time he saw me.
That's so funny.
It's so funny. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh no! Please don't cut to old footage of me telling a story, because I don't know how stupid it was.
What do you mean stupid? You can't get mad at yourself for what you said 5
like, years
8
ago.
months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, yeah, this is shit you talked about like 8 months ago.
You were
Yeah.
13-year-old old then.
You know,
Yeah.
I was a really different person like 8 months ago.
I think the story that I told in that clip was probably the stupid Tekkit server that I was on, where they had like, it's the same like internet racist guys, like just doing stupid shit. And then we had found like a dupe exploit, so I just kept like duplicating stuff in modded Minecraft, and then eventually we found out that like one of the tunnel breaking machines, like there's like there are tunneling minecarts that you can place. They don't respect the protections that the server, like the spawn protection or anything, so you could just like tunnel straight through people's bases that were protected, including the spawn. So like I duped a bunch of shit. I waited until everyone was off the server, and I set up a bunch of like tunneling minecarts that fully demolished the spawn, and then fully demolished like one of the most annoying big players in the server's base. And oh my god, the amount of hate mail I got from them in Discord afterwards was fucking awesome. Like, people who were just like posting racist memes in the chat in their stupid online forum, just getting really, really mad at me, like destroying their base in Minecraft. And this is maybe just for me, but I feel like the essence of it is like, I've spent my entire time on the internet being exposed to like really stupid, like, racist, but in a very specific way kind of guys. Like there's a type of like prejudice that comes from being an online freak, that's like, it's like you're doing edgy things for the sake of doing them, and you're also doing edgy things in this very like not just unexamined, but like unconsidered way. It's not like smartly edgy, I guess, in any way. It's just like go on, Jay. No, just go on.
It's like
I was trying to see if I could spawn something from like while sitting, and the answer is yes.
I was just gonna say, it's like there's so many people who just like spout the most like regurgitated thing that's just like awful, and nobody would actually like say that really, but I guess they just like get in their heads that, oh, it's funny if I'm like a bigot.
Right.
And like I think like something you were touching on is that like that is, in my opinion, like the funniest person to antagonize at this. Like,
Yeah, like, so for context too, we were just playing Dark RP.
What'd this guy do? Oh, what the hell?
Apartments. Oh man. Apartment. Great.
You fellas got any guns?
Oh hell. Apartments.
Where's the fucking apartments at? I've been hearing all about them.
Apartment. Oh man. Great.
Are these the apartments?
Oh hell, man. Apartment.
Bro, I'm not going in there.
Oh man.
Okay.
you listen. So.
Oh hell. Apartment.
Hey, you should let me out.
Great. Great.
Alright, bro. I'm getting the admin. What the fuck? Let me out of here. I'm on fucking LSD. I'm on LSD. I'm fucking tweaking.
Can you please spawn more skulls? He's just changed jobs to get out. Going into that kind of game and just completely like there's a lot, I think, of guys who are this kind of edgy who also still live by the rules of the game. Like, what's that French movie, The Rules of the Game? I don't.
It's called The Rules of the Game.
Yeah,
what
but
the
I don't
fuck
remember
are
what
you?
it's called in French. I don't remember how to say that in French. Anyways, I was gonna do a reference to that. I've never seen that, but no.
You don't
like,
need to reference the name of it in French for us to understand what the fucking
but it was
rules
like
of the game are.
It was a bit. Okay. Hold on. I lost my chair.
I'm gonna drop another car on you.
They follow the rules of the game in such a very specific way that, like, when you use the game to mess with them, it really just confuses them too.
What are you guys doing over here?
Great. Apartments. Apartment. Apartments.
This is not an apartment.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh man.
Get a mic, bro.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh hell. Great. Great. Apartments. Apartment. Great. Apartment.
How do I get a gun? I need one. I'm a crib.
Is he telling people we have guns? Why are there 5 people here?
These guys trap me in here.
No, this isn't the apartments that I was talking about.
Go
They
in
just
there.
give you
Tell
a good apartment.
nuts. Tell me about it.
Close it.
It teleports you
Alright, you're getting
to a
recorded.
speaker place.
Apartments. Apartments.
They're showing you a great experience.
Yeah, this is not cool.
Apartments. Great.
I think, like, one of my favorite moments in Rainbow Six is just every time that we've gotten, like, the Goyo trap. Like, whenever we've, like, gotten someone to accidentally team kill multiple of us and get kicked from the game. Like, there's one clip that I just desperately wish I could put in one of these Rainbow Six videos that's like Kay and I getting that to work, and then this guy realizing what was happening is like, oh, you dick, and then he realizes that he's about to get kicked, and you can hear his mic go, no, 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 and then he just disappears. Like,
Yeah.
You
one
have
of the-
that video, right?
no, I don't have the clip of that, because this was before I had Shadowplay set up. This is the clip I mourn the most of anything in Rainbow Six is getting that guy to just be like, no, 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 and then, like, leave. Like,
Yeah, like, I remember there's some guy named, like, Mein Kampf or something, and we got him to do that and
God, yeah.
get kicked.
It's also funny because like when we go into like Rainbow Six and act like freaks, there's like recurring characters. Like that guy we've gotten multiple times. The Mein Kampf guy,
Yeah.
like him and his dumbass friend play really poorly, and then just like they're really easy to mess with. And I don't know.
Yeah, like I think it's funny to be like weird around people who like wouldn't understand like why you're being weird or know like what are you doing. But I think it's like funny. I think it's funny to do like the actually antagonistic stuff on like the people who have it coming. Like when people start being assholes, I think it's like it kind of helps you disregard the fact that they're being like a complete shithead just by being like, okay, now I've gotta like fuck with this person because that's funnier.
He's aiming at my head with the dock. I have 2 health because he just shot me.
I like think that the worst part about it is because I had not been playing these games for like very long, I had not known that there was just like such a bad subculture of like people like this. Like I thought that it was just bad actors, and then I realized that in some like games and fandoms, I guess, like they have, I don't know, just like a majority in some places of this. Like I went on us going on Dark RP and then like seeing like, don't fucking aim that at my head. Just seeing that like so many people are just like that. Hey,
I was looking for birds. I was
get down. Didn't call C check.
Fuck.
But yeah, I like thought that it was like a symptom, but like it's more like an actual like epidemic of like people who are just like, yeah, it's okay to be like edgy and like it's so funny and like I don't know. I think that maybe it's just because in online spaces they don't have the same rules as real life spaces. Like, you know, they follow these rules. Like in Dark RP, people were very, very, very much so like you need to follow these rules, but like they don't.
But their name is Hitler, and you're like running around as like killing people. Like there's, I think the whole point, and maybe this is a really important point for like, you know, the people that we know that will watch this that will like not realize that this is the case, but like gaming by and large is full of like of all of the people that you see online on like Twitter or 4chan or Reddit or like all of this shit. Gaming is just all of those guys concentrated into one place where they're forced to interact with each other. Is this dude sucking dick in the fucking...
Nothing feels better than sucking on your push pop.
What the heck, man?
It's a push pop.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes it valid. That's the only thing that my like lips will like be sucking, you know. It's fruit punch.
Like,
yeah,
you know, it's gotten better in the years that like I've played games, you know, like I'm a lifelong gamer, but like I feel like please don't shoot me after saying that.
My life is literally a video game.
My life, it's kind of like a video game, but I don't know. I don't know if people who haven't spent a lot of their time, especially playing PC games where like most people have a mic, most people have a keyboard that they can type the worst shit on. I played a lot of PlayStation and Xbox years ago, and I think the difference is that like people have mics a lot of the time, and like, you know, Call of Duty has its reputation for people being terrible there, but like, I feel like PC is like concentrated a lot of the like freak behavior, you know, like because everyone has a mic. Everyone's got like some way of communicating their horrible shit to you. And like,
yeah,
it is that bad, you know, like I don't think people realize that like and you know, maybe it's especially bad because you've seen a lot of it in the time, and like we've showed you Rainbow Six Siege, we've showed you Dark RP, like maybe the Star Wars reference, you know, May the 5th be with you, like you know, hive of scum and villainy that Rainbow Six and I just lost myself. Hold on. That like Rainbow Six and Dark RP are, but like there's a lot of other enclaves like this on the internet, you know.
To be honest, like a lot of normal online spaces just kind of get like this over time. Like I know that we like compound different experiences with places. Like, you know, you have like a certain experience of Twitter, you have a certain experience of like Reddit or like Tumblr or something. But like the thing is, like these places just kind of gather reputations based on the type of people that they like allow, and like Dark RP just being like so poorly moderated is sort of the reason why this sort of this stuff just happens. Like, you know, they don't a lot of these servers like allow for people to be racist or be like fucking like weird and prejudiced because like they think it's funny, like they think that edgy humor is funny. Probably because a lot of these servers are set up by like, you know, younger people or even just maybe older bigoted people. Like I'm sure that like now with the age of like Gary's mod and stuff, there's definitely 30 or 40-year-olds that like had spent like their younger years playing these games and now are actually like just desensitized to being an asshole, and that's just how they are now, like in real life probably.
There's these like 1945 like RP servers that are like Nazi Germany. Like the staff of one of those servers like literally got arrested on January 6th. Like
oh my
I didn't realize that.
It's so like I think some of it is like here's a 35-year-old guy who's just like used to this awful internet culture just kind of like being like an enclave of that.
Like guy who's used to being able to say these things, like being able to do these things without really much not just remorse but like much recourse. That's what I was thinking of.
And I think that like the other half of the people on those servers have got to be like 15-year-olds who look up to people like that, oh, that's so masculine.
And I think when you and I played a lot more Gmod when we were younger, that was the case. Like that was, you know, I played a lot of Gmod when I was like 13 through 17, you know, like I definitely remember seeing a lot of these people, like my peers were on the game doing fucking insane stupid shit, and I'm sure that if I delved down into some shit I would find things that I would be really uncomfortable with myself even having been near, you know. But like you just earned the 1-day achievement in the middle of the fucking
I have
congratulations
in this game.
How did you just get 24 hours?
I think I've played this game a lot on my Steam account. Old Steam account, and then I just got like I haven't played it much. Like
I can believe you just got the 1-day achievement in the middle of our fucking podcast. Oh my god!
I'm gonna get the like ball eating achievement now.
I have like 2.4 hours in this game, which is basically the same as 24 hours in this game.
I hope that one of us.
What the fuck?
But like I don't know, I've seen a bunch of like random video essays on this too, where like the 1945 RP servers, that's the tip of the fucking iceberg. There's a ton of insane RP servers for this game, and Dark RP is just the most like generally accessible one because it's just kind of GTA, and it's the one that spun off a lot of these. But like all the insane RP servers, like there's like Star Wars RP where you get people just being like stormtroopers and having to like follow the commands of their like random like 16-year-old squad leader, like barking orders in the Gmod mic, you know.
There's all these like military ones where like you'll have some like commanding officer telling you how to like line up and advance on the enemy even though there's not an enemy. It's such a like strange little like microcosm of like online RP and online like
it's being like, it's a specific pathology. Like it's a very specific kind of person that I think gets into like the insane RP servers. And you know what, like it's really not, it's funny, but it's also not surprising to hear like, oh, this the person from the 1945 RP server was at January 6th. Like, yeah, of course they were. Like, that kind of thing appeals to that guy like perfectly, you know?
Yeah, like the only reason why I'd expect like a staff member of a Gmod RP server not to be there is if they're like 15.
Right, if they literally can't like afford the plane ticket. I just lost my chair.
I don't know. It doesn't surprise me that there's things like a 1945 RP, but like honestly, like it's weird because like RPs are kind of when I think of an RP, I think of sort
cringe.
of that's not what I was gonna say at all. I think that RP is kind of cool, to be honest. Look, you can't like talk to me like I was out here fucking like in high school doing like Homestuck and Hetalia RPs. Like I'm like past cringe. I've been cringe. I was born in the dark, Batman.
May the 5th be with you.
May the 5th be with you, everyone.
May the 5th
January the
bat
6th.
with you.
January the 6th with you, everyone.
May the Cinco de Mayo, Batman.
Oh wow, it is Cinco de Mayo. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
Cinco de Mayo.
But yeah, like I don't know. I just sort of think that like the thing is like when you think of RPs, I sort of think of like they're socially constructed by rules and stuff, and like these people like who make things like a 1945 RP like are constricting themselves with rules. Like these people doing military like RPs, like they are constricting themselves with social rules and stuff, but in a way that like it feels like that they're the type of people that really don't want to be restricted by social rules, and that's why they're doing like edgy like Hitler shit because like they go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it's definitely some sort of like power trip, but also they have to have like these social rules on them to kind of like, I guess, like legitimize this power trip or something.
Yeah. Can you sit down?
Yeah. Well, and I think also, so like I, for context, have at some point, there was a time where I was an admin of some shitty dark RP server, and that was one of the most like miserable like gaming experiences I've ever had. Genuinely, like even at the time where I was a lot less critical of the very stupid edgy shit people were doing, like trying to argue rules with a bunch of like 15 to 30 somethings like playing this game, and like there's people who are obviously trying to be annoying and insane, and then there's people who are like trying to subvert it but very stupidly and obviously. Like,
yeah,
I think that these communities are so funny in that they attract people who are really serious about it, and then they attract people who are just like, I don't know, maybe the unifying goal here is that it's like it's a search for community. Like, you know, it's a bunch of people who've played games their whole life who have found community and like the racist stormtrooper RP like squad leader shit, you know? Like,
I mean, yeah, like I'm assuming that this all comes from like it like has to stem in some ways from like a sort of rejection from like normal social like standards. Like maybe they're just like, maybe they have like a hard time making like friends in real life. Maybe they have a hard time like getting girlfriends or getting jobs or whatever.
What?
And like maybe that
you think Mr. like SS like whatever has a trouble getting girlfriend? Can you not shoot me in the head?
I would never shoot you in the head.
I can see you like shooting around me. And
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
I'm not killing you. I'm not killing you.
Nobody's killing me.
Polyphemus, whoa. And I don't know, maybe that segues into kind of the
oh god
crux of this video, and I think this idea is that like having all of these insane, and Rainbow Six like in a way is kind of its own little fucked up racist RP community, you know? Like it's a bunch of guys, like, and all I think competitive ranked games, like League of Legends has the same kind of thing going on. CS:GO, Valorant, like
CS:GO is very Gmod like.
There are reasons why I like Rainbow Six for what we do, and a lot of that has to do with like we can mess with the game. We like Rainbow Six is a game that is very dependent on everyone cooperating, and when you just are when you are either like fake cooperating or just not, there's like so many opportunities to be insane in it.
I think that you and Base and Red Pill got this actually.
Yeah.
Diffuser has been recovered.
Costco hot dogs.
Recover the diffuser.
You got this?
One friendly
You got
operator
this?
remaining.
Your fucking Claymore setup.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
You know, playing Rainbow Six is kind of like an art. And I'm like Picasso.
Playing Rainbow Six is like an art, and I'm Jackson Pollock.
Playing Rainbow
Yeah.
Six Siege is an art, and I'm Jacksepticeye.
You know my favorite streamer markup? I think that a lot of the issue is that I feel like that it's a competitive game, but it's a competitive game in a way that people don't understand that their own individual contributions to the team are more than just killing people or more than just tons and tons of different things. It is a game with tons of a bunch of different factors, not just how often you kill people or things like that. There's a lot to consider. Where are you guys breaching from? Where is everyone at in relation to each other? Are you a coordinated attack or not? Generally when we're playing quick play, it is one of the most disorganized games possible, and you feel it more so than other shooters. Other shooters are generally pretty disorganized, but can you fucking sit down? You're so fucking ADHD that when you're not talking, you're doing things like that. Stop it.
Sorry, let me move my chair. No, I did not. Sorry, go ahead. Ah!
Oh my god. Sorry, he's attracted to sound.
Okay, so I'm
But
quiet the rest of this video.
He's attracted to quiet sounds.
We're doing a lot of meta work here because this is kind of griefing our own video.
This is this is legitimately something we'd be doing if we could to Rainbow Six players.
If I could be spawning sprays on people in Rainbow Six.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Definitely, it seems to me sort of the people attracted to the ideas of places like Dark RP or Rainbow are a very certain type of people, and they want a certain feeling of maybe power, maybe it's confirmation that they're worth something, but definitely people in Rainbow, even on quick play, are very much so if you're not performing perfectly to their standards, which is weird because often the people complaining the most are people who aren't actually super good at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or good at the game, period. Whatever. And the thing too is just we've had people on our team who are the worst at the game, but have been nice and normal, and we don't care. Right?
Yeah, those are the best people we see.
The best people we see are not racist. They do something funny, and they play the game however the hell they want. And that is the best teammates you get. And the worst teammates you get is some guy who's top fragging, but then he's he's complaining about every little thing that someone does, and he's freaking out in the chat, and probably has a racist name. This is Rainbow Six. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
Dr. Racist.
What I was kind of getting at with the, us talking about these online communities that are insane and kind of breed hatred, specifically, I can hear him crawling towards me. This is the worst part. I think he's attracted to not being distracted. And I think that the important bit, and kind of the whole onus of griefing in the first place, is to subvert those communities.
For sure.
That's the whole point of what we do, is to subvert these enclaves of and to use the online discourse word for it, to subvert the echo chambers that these people live in, because the Rainbow Six community is an echo chamber of guys doing racist or just otherwise prejudiced shit in chat, being mean to people, griefing, and just not really having any recourse for it. All they do is feed off of each other. And I feel what I enjoy about our engagements in these games is being able to subvert that and distract from it in a way.
Yeah, like the most fun it gets is when people are like very legitimately challenged by like the weird things that we do, even though they're so innocuous. Like,
Yeah.
something that I've been a big fan of doing is just being like very nice in chat, and people get like so pissed off about that.
There is a clip of me doing some clutch in Rainbow Six Siege, and you type, "You've got this," in the chat, and like Camilla immediately goes, "No, Kay, that's not what they want. They don't want you to be nice."
No, okay, that's the thing that people hate the most in this game. When you're being nice.
It's so like well captured in any time you're like just nice and cordial and normal in these games, like have fun everyone, let's have a great game, and then someone will just immediately come for you. That like it's like a fucking, I don't want to say mating call, but it's like a call to like the worst guy in the world to like come and chat and call you like a slur, you know?
Yeah, it's trolling in like the most literal sense. It's just like, I'm going to put out something so innocuous and somebody's gonna like get hooked on this and like become obsessed.
I just find rainbow culture so interesting. We're just gonna call them that. We're gonna call them the LGBT.
Rainbow culture.
Rainbow culture.
Rainbow culture to me is just like so interesting because it's like it's people who feed off of engagement, and if you just don't engage with them, they just or like engage with them in a way that they don't like or don't understand. They get so confused so easily. Like one of my favorite things is if anyone says anything to me, I just don't respond, and at the end of the game I'll just say like thank you for playing or something like that, because like it makes it really obvious if I do something like that I'm just completely ignoring someone.
My favorite is the kind of thing where someone's like, "Oh, does everyone have a mic?
Get a mic, bro.
Anyone have a mic?" And they're really annoying about it, and they start being mean to people in the chat. And then, like in the middle of the game, I'll just like cough in my mic once, or like just turn my mic on for half a second to show that it. Did you just drop Dunder Mifflin paper on us? What the fuck is happening here?
It's Ultra Co. What the fuck is Dunder Mifflin?
It's The Office.
Why would I know anything about that?
We're not allowed to reference The Office.
I'm not even.
Cut that out. And what you're describing, like is exactly why I use the word subvert for this, because it is subversive in the most literal sense. It's like they expect something to happen. They expect them to like be annoying, and then for you to get really mad and react to them and give them attention, and they get the opposite. Like yesterday, and I explained this earlier, the sweet bone thing. Like literally all that happened is Kay came up with something that sounded like a fucking dog tree, just a fake dog tree, and we just kept being like, bro's the sweet bone soldier, and then being like, me when I'm in a sweet bone competition and my opponent is bro, like just the worst shit, like stupid brain rot phrases but with sweet bone mixed in. And for some reason, every single one of these guys in the game, like it activates their like I'm being left out sense, and they have to like figure out how to worm their way into a bit they don't understand. And
no homo, by the way.
No, sweet bone, no homo. Yeah,
no FOMO in that rainbow culture.
No FOMO.
Yeah, but like I think it's something about like there's a very particular type of person who plays these games for like this feeling of like domination, and like that extends from like, oh, I got like 20 kills to like, oh, I understood a joke that happened. Like
right.
Even if you can't like kill them every round, you're still making them upset by challenging that part of them.
Yeah. There are so many people in rainbow culture that like, even if they like, okay, so they'll be like playing these games and they're like, if I don't get like 10 kills in quick play, I'm gay and I need to kill myself. Like shit like that.
I'm gay and I need to kill myself if I don't get enough kills in the game. You know, I hate that I know that you're right, because I want to refute that so bad. Like I want so badly to refute that there aren't guys that like, and I don't know. I was telling Kay this the other night, like I think there are guys, and I know this because I've known people who do this with League, but there are guys whose entire lives is I go to work, I work a shift, I come home, I log onto my computer and I queue up League of Legends, and I sit there for multiple hours playing long ass games that just make me mad, and they just ruin my night, and then I go to sleep and do it all over again the next day. And there are people who do that in Rainbow too. You know,
I think the worst part is like those people will swear to God that they love the game that they're
yes,
playing.
Yeah.
And there's just no way. There's just
There's
no way they
and
do.
For sure.
it's Sisyphean, right? It's like they're pushing the boulder up the hill every day, and at the end of the night, after they're like down 3 games, because they all play ranked, so they're down 3 games from where they were before, and the boulder like rolls back over them, and they push it up the hill the next day. It's like they clock in for shifts at the Rainbow Factory, and like it's not clock in for shifts at the Rainbow Factory sounds way not what I'm trying to say here, but you have to understand what I mean.
That's me during Pride Month. I gotta fucking oh God, I gotta clock into the fucking Rainbow Factory again.
Fuck.
Gotta fill my goddamn quota.
Hey, what's up, guys? Come along with me for a day in my life working at the Amazon Prime Rainbow Panopticon. Yeah. But I don't know. I think that like is that a corpse on the ground? Uh-huh. Okay, we got a friend here. I don't know. Like some of the best griefing we've ever done, I think, is deeply subversive. Like there's times, and you know, another thing we've talked about that I'm realizing is there's like multiple categories of griefing people in games. There's like initially what we do when we were like, you know, you use trolling, like the fishing metaphor for this. We cast out a line by being like subversive and annoying. And then like when someone catches on and they just start being, when like someone like hooks onto our line and they start being really annoying and mean and just like clearly is someone who's there to be like mean to other human beings online for no reason, like it swaps from being subversive trolling to like punitive trolling. And like and it's we have that when we see like the Mein Kampf guy in Rainbow Six. Like as soon as I see him, it's like, well, your name is like Mein Kampf 2. Like, oh, how are we not gonna try and ruin your game? You know what I mean? Like what is that, an explosive barrel? Can you not
Yes.
Can you not slam that around? Guys, I think we might need to take a scene break. Yeah, I don't know. And I think that like there being these two modes for griefing, like being the subversive and the punitive, is like really it tells you kind of the ethos of what we're doing, and it because sometimes it feels like vigilantism. Yeah. You know, it's like it's seeing someone just be really mean and annoying in a game, and then literally like this happens every single time we log into Rainbow. We're playing normal game, we're playing it normally, we're not even throwing, we're just playing, and then someone says something like really mean or racist or whatever, and K and or I and or Camilla and or Pablo and any of our friends are like, we're throwing this game. Like the immediate consensus of this game is going to be thrown. We're not going to win this round. We are going to destroy any chance they had of playing this. What? Can you not no clip behind me? Go to the fucking back rooms. We're filming this in the back rooms, by the way. I don't know, and I think that like the ethos for what we're doing is very much like, it feels like vigilante justice in a way, because it's like we see some evil in the world and then immediately we're like, we gotta throw this fucking game, you know?
Basically, we're Batman.
Yeah.
We're the Suicide Squad.
We're kind of, yeah. Oh my god, that there's like the guy that we like, who kept being really annoying, that we like we were like, stop suicide baiting, and he wasn't like he kept not doing that, but was being annoying in other ways, and I think accusing him of that really just confused him more than anything.
We definitely get like way less funny when it's somebody we just like genuinely are like, this guy's fucked up, we want to have a bad day. Like,
right.
Like we'll be like being silly, and then like some like horrible bigot okay, we'll come around and we'll just be like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna start just like getting this guy killed every round. Like,
right, and like, oh my god, there's one recently where like Kay and I were playing, and it was actually it was with the Mein Kampf guys, where like he was just like, he already had friendly fire on, so like he was, if he had shot you at all on purpose, he would have just died. And I think it was like the last round, it was 2-2, it was match point. It was just you, him, and his friend alive. And he's like shooting at enemies, and you're like standing behind him, like shooting to make it look like you're actually fighting him or fighting the enemies. And then you just very casually walk in front of his bullets, instantly killing him because he gets friendly fire toggled. And then you also ended up dying from something else. Like,
Yeah.
there's something really artful about the ways that you can like mess with these people, you know?
It's so funny how much like how many tools they give you to just like fuck with another person's day if they're being
Yeah.
awful, even though like they definitely want to get rid of that too.
Yeah.
Like it's really funny how bad they are at getting rid of that. Like they've gone way more into like here's a bunch of ways to like report people, and it hasn't changed anything at all.
Yeah, every single season Rainbow Six is like, guys, we've revamped the like report system. We're gonna crack down on cheaters. And then it's like you see people visibly cheating, or just people who like should have been banned. Like Rainbow Six has the constant log that shows up on the top right of like, this person has been banned for cheating, this person has been banned for griefing, and then it's like some guy with like the most racist name alive has been banned for griefing, and you're like, no shit. Like,
it's like so weird because like Rainbow, okay, like I swear to God that they put out like reports like that more so just to give the idea that they're doing something, but like I don't know, realistically I don't think that Ubisoft understands how like unclean, well maybe they do, just how like unclean their community is. Like there's just some people saying some fucking awful shit regularly. Like Can you guys do me a favor? Like the next time that you play Rainbow, can you just make like a tally of how many games that like you have someone that says something awful, and like I want to see like
a chalkboard tally of just like yep, and then because we do like every. You want a rough estimate?
Oh my god!
So
my
loud.
god! I'm sorry.
Like, do you want a rough estimate of how many? Are those? Can you not? I just see grenades showing up under me.
They're fine.
Where am I? Oh my god.
They're good grenades.
This is a problem. Okay, hold on. I gotta move the body for a second here, because it keeps fucking with me every time I.
Whoa.
Wait.
Your ass in jail.
What the fuck? We have a jail now?
Oh, they got tap water. Fuck. Oh, I love lead.
All right, back to the drawing board, everyone. But yeah, do you want a rough estimate of how many like games that we get? Because I want to say it's like maybe high end is like 20% of games we get. Someone isn't like that.
Yeah.
Like it's maybe
Jesus
one
Christ.
in every 5.
4/5 of the time.
Yes, 80% of the time we're in a game, someone eventually says something that's either, I say racist, but like prejudiced in general, or just toxic, right?
Yeah.
It's like the like worst part about this is like I know that like minimum we do this with 2 people, maximum we do this with 4 to 5 people.
Yeah.
And like even still, like even with most of our team filled,
Yes.
the other team will manage to do it in all chat. Like
Yeah, like there's 10 people in a game, even if we're 4 stacking, right? And like we still have 6 other people in the game, and somehow that's enough odds to just have a terrible like percentage of eventually someone awful is gonna get to us, you know.
Yeah, like I remember you wanting to stream the game and just being like, we have to have 5 people.
Yeah.
we still haven't done it for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I streamed Rainbow Six on January 6th.
Yeah.
I did stream Rainbow Six Siege on January 6th with 4 people.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I remember that because like no one was there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
I swear to God, I feel like, you know, you would think that streaming competitive games would be like something that people would actually watch, but I feel like that the more obscure games that we pick,
Hey,
the more
Camilla.
that people actually watch them. What?
I don't want Rainbow's people going in the Rainbow Six category on Twitch to click to my stream. Ever. anyone who's going to Twitch and looking for Rainbow Six gameplay, I am happy that that's not what happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you put the rocket launcher down? Thank you.
Don't look behind the
no.
camera.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I looked behind the camera, and I regret it. Censored Mario taking a piss. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I feel like we've griefed our own videos so hard that I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about anymore.
Can you give me your summary on online griefing? Give me the tilder.
The Reddit tilder. Katie, you want to take a swing?
Sure. Like, I think that it's a lot about just like, it's funny to act in a way that people don't expect you to act. Like, and it's even funnier when people get very mad about that and you just keep acting like that. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, there's definitely joy to be had in just enjoying yourself regardless of what other people are like saying for no good reason.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot very easily in games like this.
Griefing and trolling, whatever you want to call it in games, is something that we've like spent a lot of time like elucidating on. We spent a lot of time thinking about the theory of, and about like why is it fun to just like fuck with people who are really annoying in games. And I think that like the core of it though, that's like more important than that, is that like we log into Rainbow Six to have fun.
Yeah.
And I think that that's like, logging into competitive games to have fun is the most subversive thing you can do as a gamer, right? Because these games are designed to make you mad and to make your day worse, and to like, you know, throw off any chance you had of having fun with it by just having like the worst people alive flame you after you throw a match by accident. You know,
there was like a time that I was playing like Pokemon Unite like every day or every other day, and like that was like I only have so much time in a day because like I work full time. I like edit videos. I wish I had more time for streaming, and like I used to play Pokemon Unite because it was just something that I found that was fun, but it was something that I almost exclusively did by myself because I could convince people to play that game, but only for a little bit, just because like the game doesn't explain you very well how to play it. Yeah. And also the game itself, like even if you know how to play it, sometimes like fucking there's just like metas in that game that just exist and are just like things that I would not wish upon anyone.
Yeah.
And for a lot of reasons, like that's like a game like that, despite like not having it has VC, but it's not like something you often do.
Voice chat,
yeah, there's no text chat or anything like that, but like even still, I think that like just any time that you have like a highly competitive community, it just sort of makes it a little toxic. Like, you know, I don't see it there, but like you can see like shit that people say on like Twitter about it, and like I don't know.
Or you can go to any Unite Twitch streamers chat and see like, oh, that Lucario on your team is a piece of shit. Like, it's so funny because we've gotten guys where they have like TTV in their name and like go to the chat, and it's just like them like doing exactly what I'm describing, like grinding out some fucking game. In this case, it's Unite, and like the people in their chat are just like being mad on their behalf for people on their team, and that's it. Like competitive games like this, I think, breed a specific type of hater behavior that is like unseen, you know, anywhere else. It's
I like don't begrudge it. It's like its own type of entertainment, to be honest. Like I find a lot of the best competitive games are, one, fun to play, and two, have a community that's, I guess, at least interesting to talk to. And like if I have anything to say about the Rainbow community, these bitches are interesting. Do you have a final message to the Rainbow community?
Fuck you. Fuck you if you play Rainbow Six Siege.
Eat shit
and die. Like, not even that. This is not just the Rainbow Six community, but this is like if you are someone that goes and works an 8-hour shift, 8+ hour shift, and comes home and just clocks into your shift at the fucking Rainbow Six Siege factory, or the Valorant factory, or the CSGO factory, or like the Warzone factory. Like that's another one that we haven't even scratched the surface of because that game is so bad it's like not even worth going on to make people mad.
I don't want to waste the time downloading that game for like 130 meg, or sorry, 30 gigs.
I tried to launch it, And there's like so many steps to even get to Warzone, the regular battle royale in the first place, that I just gave up. I uninstalled it that like 10 minutes later because I just couldn't figure out how to even get in a game I wanted to be in. But I don't know, if you're someone who's like spending that much of your life on something that's actively hurting you, and you think of yourself as any different than like a gambling addict or like someone like, you know, we're gonna see, and mark my words, we're gonna see in a couple years the papers come out, you know, because we've already seen them come out. It's like, oh look, people that used to work at casinos designing slot machines are now working at video game companies designing loot boxes. Mark my words, we're gonna see the papers in a few years that are like, oh, these people that like designed the slot machines and the loot boxes also designed the competitive ranked meta for this game. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is designed to draw you in, and it's designed to make you waste your life. And, you know, I am a proponent of, you know, any time, any enjoyment you have in this life is time well spent. Maybe reflect, if you're playing these games, on whether you're having fun in them. You know, you should always be having fun. And what we do in Rainbow Six, what we do in everything else is have fun. And that's what matters, you know? But if you leave...
Yeah, for sure. I think it's important to have fun and like be yourself and be kind and like...
yeah, as corny as that sounds.
It's such a hackneyed message, but like in a way that is kind of what like...
It's what it's all about.
We're kind of doing that sometimes. We're sometimes not very kind.
This guy shot a smiley face on the wall. Okay, you gotta come back here and look at this. This Mozzie shot a smiley face on the wall.
Nice.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Those people have it coming.
Well, sometimes we're not ourselves either, but like we're ourselves in a very different way, right?
Yeah, we're ourselves and we're doing what we think is fun because we think it's fun and no other reason.
This is an important point because you're like, sometimes we're not as kind. I think that we're always pretty kind.
Yeah, we're never
in a
like,
very specific way. Well, yes. And once in a while, if someone's being really, really genuinely mean to other people, I will lower the mask to just be like, hey, I hope your parents love you as much as they can, because that's insane. Like, you know, I think that we've had this discussion, right? Where what happens is, and I love that you stepped in front of the camera for a second and I could see that you have 3% health. I think that if us being annoying in a rainbow game got someone to stop queuing for the night, we've done a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
if even one person has quit grinding their life out in this fucking game because we were like annoying and talked about Sweet Bone for 10 minutes, then I think that we've done good in this world. And I don't have any like moral qualms about being annoying in these games and like throwing them, because I'm like, I think that, you know, in a lot of ways what we do is we're improving the world in a way. You know what I mean?
Every time we like do something silly and then somebody who's like being mean just like shuts up or leaves, I'm like, there's definitely pride in that, because like you've gotten them to like reconsider what they're doing, or at least stop what they're doing for a moment, and like,
oh my god,
I think that's like
the guys who like we've said something like haha happy pride, and then they've been like, oh, gay people suck, and then we like flame them hard enough that they just like shut up about that. I think that like, if you've instilled some thought in someone that like, hey, maybe being really mean and shitty to other people is a bad idea because it just gets this, good for them. That is, I think that is like unambiguously like good for someone to understand the like impacts that their actions have on other people, you know?
Yeah, I think it's good to be exposed to like something you don't really like fully understand in a way that makes you like think about what you yourself are doing.
Yeah.
And like, I think that that's just like in a weird way what we're doing to them.
Yeah.
Like we're showing them that you could be enjoying this game by just saying, hi, I hope we have a good day. Also, my dog got Sweet Bone yesterday.
This is the 2001 A Space Odyssey, like monkeys at the fucking monolith moment for some of these people. I swear to God.
I think that if you're playing a game like this, like, and this is your source of comfort, then I don't know. I think that you should seek help, seek love in your life, because there's, I'm sure that there's like tons and tons of reasons that like you would be in a situation like this where you're looking for a game like fucking Rainbow and Rainbow Culture to get like you feeling better about yourself, to make you feel like your day's worth it, to like have like a shitty ass job and then go out there and then grind a couple of wins in QP. But like I promise you that there's a lot better in that, and a lot better that you could seek out there within
play a
yourself and
JRPG,
within others.
okay?
Go play a JRPG.
Go load up Final
Fuck.
Fantasy VII Rebirth, okay? Instead of
Yeah.
like
You'll
solo
discover
queuing in Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, like, yeah.
Go talk to a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Go talk to your grandma. Like,
Yeah,
figure it out.
call
dude.
your fucking mom. That's like
Yeah,
maybe
please, right
you're
now.
like,
Hey,
you're
hey,
looking
stop
for...
the video right now and go do that. Like,
All right, can you put a 30-second timer up? Everyone, pause
Yeah,
the video, go call your mom. We'll see you in 30 seconds. Okay, welcome back. Like,
Yeah, go take your dog to the vet.
go take your dog to the vet. You know,
go take your dog to the fucking vet, and be sure to give them Sweet Bone.
it's like, I promise you, there is better community out there for you than Rainbow Six Siege. There's better community out there for you than Valorant or CS:GO or Jesus Christ or any of these fucking games. There is more in life for you than to just be mad at the things that you do. And
You should want more out of life than just this.
you should create happiness in your life instead of seeking it out. That I think is the message of this video. You know?
Sorry, I forgot.
And
I forgot that's what right click does.
And to end this on a threatening note, like, if you don't go out of your way to seek and create happiness in your life, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there in your like solo queued Rainbow Six lobby, and we're gonna get you to shoot a Goyo trap and get you kicked from the game for friendly fire.
Yeah, your ass is getting sweet up.
We're gonna drive you insane by coming up with a new word that you've never heard in your life. And not just we, but like We're Anonymous asks, like, plenty of people around the world are gonna. Vibberin just died. Yeah, so this has been our like very unorganized, exciting, lovely rant on griefing online communities, just kind of general edgy, grindy piece of shit games. Does anyone have any closing thoughts here? Any like, you know, messages we want to send people home with that we haven't already said?
Thank you for the game, kind stranger.
Play a game that isn't a competitive game. Like, go play one right now. Like, don't go touching fucking Rainbow. Don't go be touching Warzone until you finish one, and then come back and then see if you still like it.
Start a Minecraft server with your friends.
Yeah, don't tie your self-worth to numbers in a video game.
Yeah, alright. That's it. Let's fucking destroy this shit.
Tie your self-worth to things like numbers on a video.
Let's get rid of this fucking set. Hold on, I gotta caution headphone users.